takeoff roll. It was Kent Pietsch out there with this interstate aircraft. Now we said this is a warbird. The Interstate Cadet was a warbird. The first airplane shot upon by the Japanese in Pearl Harbor, December 7, 1941. Actually, Canary Fort was flying the airplane with a student over John Rogers Airfield. The Interstate Cadet was the same one as this flying force today. That was shot at Pearl Harbor. Now that airport at the John Rogers Airfield later became interstate aircraft. Yes, that is a control maneuver. Stalls the airplane hard right, Rogers spins the airplane right down towards the ground. He's traded all that altitude he gained back down to Airshow love course. He has that zero waiver with the interstate aircraft. Here that 90 horsepower struggle for a climb as it comes over top again. Look up, see down. Nice big round barnstormer loop back there. Again, basically a stock airplane, except that removable aileron. Has a lot better roll control. As Kent takes aircraft and rolls it down center line for us, point rolling his interstate aircraft. Again, this 1941 built airplane. Sponsored by guess who? Jelly Belly. Yes, that's it. All down the side of the airplane. It's Jelly Belly jelly beans on the aircraft. They've been sponsored again for a long time, flying these airplanes. An actual warbird we got flying for us in front of us this afternoon. It weighs about 849 pounds. It's got a 36-foot wingspan. It's comes to up and over top again. My looping airplane right at Airshow Center. That's a range of about 500 miles. Can cruise maybe 100 mile an hour if you're lucky. It is covered night traffic, but it's synchronous traffic. It's synchronized traffic on the aircraft. There are only 322 of these airplanes ever manufactured. They were built during 1940 through 1942. In a liaison aircraft, the interstate was known as the L6 interstate. The L2, the L3, the Rocco, the Champ. Piper was the L4 Grasshopper. Vincent was the L5. This was the L6. Now, when Kent's not flying air shows, he's also building airplanes. He's licensed APAR mechanic. He works and builds his own plane. That's how he gets away with being able to remove the aileron like that inflate. If they'd say, well, that's okay. And he's demonstrated the airplane is capable of flying without the aileron on. It's all perfectly legal. And then there's one honking little 90 horse that does not sound like a 90 horse Continental. He pushes it right to the max, gets all he can out of the Continental engine. And he works that airplane right in front of us at all times. This is a two-place airplane, tandem sitting. Pilot sits in front, passenger sits in the back of the aircraft. Kent's going to make sure the mark's out there. Marcus Payne, the pilot of the Stearman saw flying early this morning. Be back later in the program in just a few minutes. We're carefully on top of the aircraft. He is driving the motorhome for Kent this afternoon. As Kent pulls up left-hand side of the box, hard left hammerhead turn for the aircraft, brings it right back down to Airshow Center. We can't see the airport on the runway right now, but I trust it's out there. I'm sure Marcus Payne's got it out there somewhere. Kent's going to tell him to accelerate, make that one pass down the runway without the airport. I'm not sure. No, but it's rolling. I see it. Now Kent's flying just above the teeny airport on top of the runway. Come up behind the fuel tanks out there, behind the fuel building. You're going to see the motorhome rolling down the runway. Kent's working his way up now. Marcus got to hold that airport at about 40 to 45 mile an hour. Kent takes his aircraft interstate and flies up and plants the mains on top of that ramp. He's going on top of the motorhome. Now he's got chocks on the front, trying to roll the airplane up, drop it down to the chocks. You see the nose drop down in a second. He's working rudders. He cannot see the actual motorhome itself underneath of it at all. He's looking out the side window, watching his main gear and the side of the ramp on top of the motorhome. Now it's got dropped down, talking to Mark and his, hey, a little faster next time maybe. We're going to turn around and make another attempt at it. He had it on. I'm not sure he's going to get it stopped. The wind. Why does the wind pick up when he tries this? Got it yesterday and had it on there, had it planted, but it looked kind of unstable up there. Said, nope, not safe, not going to leave it. Now as Mark Payne accelerates the airport down the runway, Kent gives a buzz job, flies around him. Marcus Mark is going to take the airport back down the far end of the runway and attempt this car top and landing one more time for us. Now the hardest job going on out there is communication between our pilot and the driver of the motorhome. Now Mark has got to hold that motorhome nice steady 40 to 45 mile an hour as Kent works his way up to the airport. Now he works his way up, he looks out the side windows of the airplane, he can see the main gear of his aircraft, but he can't really see the airport below him. What he'll do is fly just off the side of the airport, roll the airplane up alongside, work his way over, watch the main gear. He's got less than a foot clearance on either side of the main wheels of that airplane with the ramp on top of the airport. Once he's got the mains on, he'll add a little bit of power, hope Mark holds a nice steady speed for him. Mark, as Kent flies the airplane up to the chocks. Now we're trying to get the airplane stopped. You've got to make sure that Mark holds the airspeed or ground speed for Kent, and Kent's got to hold the airspeed to stay on top of the motorhome. If Mark hits the brakes, Kent's going to go right off the front. If Kent pulls the power back too fast and Mark doesn't slow down fast enough, Kent's going to roll off the back of the motorhome. So it's a series of precision maneuvers, doesn't look like, but a lot of precision maneuvers to keep this airplane on top of the motorhome. He's got the wheels up and down, planted in the chocks in front. We'll watch the gusts out there, watch how hard he's working the rudder back and forth to keep the airplane on top. He may say, no, it's a little too gusty out there if you leave it on. The airplane will fly at about 30 miles an hour. He's going to try one more time, so it's not hooking in. He's not satisfied with how stable it is on top of the airport. We're going to live the cockpit. Can't you say hi to everybody?
Well, hey, it's nice to be here on McGuire AFB. It's a great facility, really nice people. We really had a great time here up from Minot, North Dakota, where there's another air base, and we're very proud of all the servicemen, and I'm very happy to be here. Thank you.
Live from the cockpit, Mr. Kent Pietsch up there flying that interstate aircraft for today. He's got a locking mechanism on the aircraft. He rolls the wheels of the chock and supposed to slap down on top of the wheels and hold it in place so he can help stop the airplane safely. He said he got it up there, got it in the chock, but the clamps didn't come down to hold the airplane in place. All right, one more time for Kent Pietsch up there in that interstate aircraft. I get a warbird. It may not look like, but it is a warbird aircraft. And Jelly Belly, of course, his spots are all down the side of the airplane, all over his hat. He's been having Jelly Bellies out at the lodging all weekend for us. Everybody's put on about 3 pounds eating Jelly Bellies, but they are good. All the multiple flavors that Jelly Belly has out there, but Kent says, man, I gotta love that this is a warbird airplane, and I'm flying on a military station. He loves that. The only airshow performer I know that actually loses an aileron during his routine. Keeps rolling and looping the airplane. All right, Mark's got the airport rolling down the runway. Kent's got the airplane planted on top from behind the building. Looks pretty good. He's looking hard down that right main gear, make sure he's where he needs to be to get it up. Plant it down the chocks. He's going to try to work it in there. He's banning orders down here to Mark, making sure it's in place. All right. He says, no, I'm not going to leave it on there. It's not working the way he wants it to, so safety is number one priority of all our pilots. So he says, nope, I'm going to break it off. That's why we call it a car top attempt. But he did get the airplane on top of his motorhome. So it was successful. Just didn't get the airplane stopped and the motorhome stopped while the aircraft was on top of the motorhome. That's Mr. Kent Pietsch in the interstate aircraft. The Mark's Payne out there driving the motorhome down the airport runway for us today.